At some point in your life, maybe right now, maybe soon, something is going to hit you. A setback, a health problem, a loss, a season where nothing goes the way you planned. And when that happens, most people do one of two things. They either fall apart or they push through without ever stopping to ask what it was trying to teach them. But there is a third option, and that's what today is about. Because what if that hard thing, that painful, frustrating, unwanted thing, was actually coming to give you something you couldn't have gotten any other way? So stay with me, because this one is worth it. Hello and welcome to Alive Soul podcast, where we explore personal growth, high performance, and intentional living. I'm Dr. Wasim Bellani, and I believe that life isn't just about going through the day, it's about becoming fully alive in everything we do. Through my journey as a doctor and heart rhythm cardiologist, and then through my exercise journey in cycling and running, and later in personal development and growth journey, I've learned that success isn't just about reaching goals, but about who we become along the way. This podcast is here to inspire and challenge you to push your limits, cultivate your discipline, and live with purpose. Join me each week as we dive into ideas, reflections, and practical strategies to help you grow into your best self. So let's get started. Hello and welcome back to Alive Soul podcast. Let me start by asking you this question. What if the thing that's been giving you the hardest time right now is actually the thing that's going to change your life? Sit with that for a second. Not in spite of how hard it is, but because of it. And that's what I want to talk about today. The gift of adversity. And I'm going to share with you a little adversity that happened to me a few weeks ago. Something that helped me grow to the better version of myself. See, a few weeks ago, I unfortunately hurt my neck. Nothing crazy, nothing serious, but enough to knock me off my rhythm. I couldn't sleep right, couldn't train, couldn't exercise the way I wanted to. I just felt stuck. And honestly, my first reaction wasn't, oh great, here's the lesson. It was just frustration. Because let's be real, when something hits you, fear shows up fast. Your mind just goes there. Is this going to last? Is this going to slow me down? What about everything I had planned? And I think we've all been there, right? It's not even the thing itself that gets you. It's the story you start spinning in your head about what it means. And that's the hard part. But after a few days, something changed for me. I caught myself and I thought, okay, I can keep asking why this is happening to me, or I can ask something better. What is this trying to show me? What is the wisdom behind of it? And honestly, that one shift, that one question changed everything. Because instead of fighting it, I got curious about it. And what I started seeing, I wasn't expecting. See, when you're forced to slow down, you finally get a chance to actually think. And I mean really think. Not the surface level stuff, the deeper stuff. Like, am I even chasing the right things? Are these goals actually mine? Or did I just kind of pick them up along the way? What do I actually want my life to look like? And I'll tell you, some of the answers surprised me. Because adversity strips away all the noise, all the busyness, all the excuses, and what's left is usually the truth. The goals I came back to were clearer, more honest, more mine. And that's not something you get when everything is going smoothly. You get that when life slows you down and says, hey, pay attention. And here's something nobody really talks about. Going through something hard and coming out the other side, that's really something huge for you. You look back and you go, I did that. I was in the pain. I was uncomfortable. I didn't know how it was going to go, but I kept on going. And that's not nothing. That's actually huge. Because now you have proof. Real proof that you are tougher than you thought. And that proof you carry with you into every hard thing that comes next. See, resilience isn't something you build by reading about it. You build it by going through hard things, by getting knocked around a little and getting back up. You don't just get through it, You grow through it. And when everything is normal and comfortable, we kind of go on autopilot, right? Same routine, same thinking, same way of looking at everything. But adversity snaps you out of that and puts you into a completely different spot. And from that spot, you start seeing things you completely missed before. Maybe it's where you've been wasting energy. Maybe it's a relationship you've been neglecting. Maybe it's a direction you've been avoiding because it scares you. Whatever it is, that's a new perspective. And that's gold. Because you cannot get it from a book or a podcast. You only get it from living through something. And once you have it, you cannot unsee it. And then here's this. And this one hit me hard. This whole experience gave me a massive sense of urgency. Like a real wake up call. Because I think a lot of us, myself included, we walk around with a quiet assumption that we have time, that we will get to our goals eventually, that we will start that thing, build that thing, chase that dream later, when things settle down, when the timing is right. But when something happens to your body, even something small, it tells you something very clearly. Hey, wake up. Time is not guaranteed. Your health is not guaranteed. And you cannot keep postponing the things that matter. And here's the truth that hit me. We only have full energy, full strength, full capacity for a season. And that season is now. Not someday, but right now. So whatever you've been putting off, the goal, the conversation, the dream, the relationship you've been neglecting, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Your body just told you that the perfect moment is today. Use your health while you have it, because not everyone gets to keep it. And then here's another thing that I want to share with you that is a little more personal. When I was at my most vulnerable state, in pain, feeling weak, feeling out of control, that's when I connected to God in a way I hadn't in a long time. I prayed differently. Not the quick routine kind of prayer, but the deep prayer. Real conversation. Asking Him for strength, for healing, for peace in the middle of something I couldn't fix on my own. And that weakness, that vulnerability, actually brought me closer to Him. And it made me think, how many blessings has God given us that we just walk past every single day without even noticing? I mean, I had never once in my life said, God, thank you for my neck. Not once. Never thought about it before. It was just there, doing its job, every single day, until it wasn't. And that humbled me, because God gave all of us these bodies, this health, this life. And most days we don't even stop to acknowledge it. We don't say thank you until the blessing is already compromised. And I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be the kind of person who says thank you before something is taken away. Someone who recognizes the gifts before it's gone. Because every morning you wake up healthy, every day you can move and breathe and just function, that's not something you earned. That's grace. And it deserves gratitude. Now I want to say something and I really mean it. I know some of you are carrying things that are way heavier than my sore neck. Real stuff, real pain, real loss. And I'm not up here saying, just look on the bright side. That's not it. What I'm really saying is, even in the hardest seasons, something is happening in you. Strength, clarity, character. A version of yourself that only exists because of what you went through. And that's a real gift. It doesn't always look like a gift, but it's there. So if you're in something hard right now, I just want to leave you with a few questions. And I actually want you to sit with them. What is this reshaping in you? What's becoming more clear that was blurry before? What strength is being built in you right now, in real life? What have you been walking past every day that you should stop and be more grateful for? And what have you been putting off that today, right now, is the time to start? So sit with those questions, because I promise, the answers are already in you. And here's what I landed with all of this. I made a decision that I'm not going to let this break me. I'm going to let it build me. I'm going to come out of this with better goals, a more clear sense of where I'm going, more grateful for what I've got, closer to God, and a version of myself that I couldn't have become without going through this. And if you're in that hard place right now, please don't give up. Keep going. Keep showing up, even when it's messy, even when you don't feel like it. Because something good is being built through this, and when you come out the other side, you're not just going to be the person who made it through, you're going to be stronger, more resilient, and more grounded. And that is the gift of adversity. And remember, every habit you build, every effort you make, it all adds up. So keep showing up, because the small steps you take today are shaping the person you become tomorrow.